Hey, seventh graders. So we have one example today, and it's similar to the one that we did yesterday, just a different strategy for solving this problem. So example 1 says, a triangle has legs measuring 4.2 inches and 1.4 inches. The lengths of the legs of a second triangle are proportional to the lengths of the legs of the first triangle. Which could be the lengths of the second triangle? Select each correct pair. So how I'm going to do this is I know that every time it has to be 4.2 inches to 1.4 inches. I want to see if I can simplify that. 4.2 inches to 1.4 inches, what would that equal? And I can do that by doing division. This is like a fraction, so I could do top in, bottom out. And on my calculator, I would do 4.2 divided by 1.4, and I get 3. So I know that this is 3 to 1, because when I divide, that's when I find unit rate or I find 1 of something. So I divide it and I'll find a ratio of 3 to 1. Now I want to see if my other answer choices also share this ratio of 3 to 1, which is proportional to 4.2 to 1.4. So I'm going to erase this and keep my 3 to 1 ratio. Next one says 7 inches to 2 inches. Well, I can test. I know 1 to 2 is times 2, but 3 times 2 is not 7, so A does not work. Next one, I keep my same ratio from the initial problem. 3 to 1, is that equal to 3 to 1? Absolutely. B says 3 inches to 1 inches. These are absolutely, they're the exact same thing, so B is one of our answers. The next one is C, 9 inches to 3 inches. Well, I go from 1 to 3 by multiplying times 3. And 3 times 3 is 9, so C works. D is 8 inches to 2 inches. 1 times 2 is 2, but 3 times 2 is not 8, so D does not work. And last is E, 10.5 inches to 3.5 inches. Well, I can probably do this one because it's easy to go from 1 to a number. 1 to 3.5 is times 3.5. This would also need to be times 3.5. I'm going to get a calculator for this problem, so I'm going to go ahead and just do 3 times 3.5 in my calculator, and I get 10.5. So E is the other correct answer. On the next problem, you will use a calculator to help you solve it. And then the last problem on the first page is order of operations. There's no calculator for that one, and there's no calculator for the back side. You can do the front side with calculator, the back side without. Good luck.